All right, from a videographer, this is 1750 to 1900, Part 2, Section 1. Part 2, Section 1. I've got your unit test graded. You'll be getting them back. Now, I wrote a sample of the essay question, went way above and beyond it. So look at those. Also, I type individual comments, took me hours and hours and hours on every single person. So please read the comments. Let's learn from this. Like I always say, missing it now is not good. Missing the same thing on the AP test is stupid. So let's get it right now. Also, on the unit test, you have to understand none of the questions are going to be specifically like the notes. That's not how it is in a college class. For example, I would teach you the fact red Corvettes have more accidents than any other car. And on the quizzes we have, that's just to make sure you have the knowledge. It's going to say, which type of car has the most accidents? Well, red Corvettes. The AP test will ask stuff like, what kind of car has the highest insurance rates? You're going to have to make that bridge between the fact and what they're asking. I'm not real sure how to teach you to make that bridge. I've got a couple of ideas in my head for that, but I've found hearing students go, well, none of this was in the notes. Everything was in the notes. Every single thing. They cannot ask you anything we didn't cover. Now, when they ask that question, which has the highest insurance rates, they're going to say, yeah, it's in the notes. Red Corvettes have the most car wrecks. Therefore, they would have the highest insurance rates. You've got to put some common sense in there. In a couple of days, I'm going to have a video here, and we're going to look at the unit test, the multiple choice part, and I'll show you each place in your notes where everything came from. I am real big. I take that syllabus they gave us, a College Board AP gave us, and I teach every single thing from there. I give you copies of the syllabus. You know everything you have to know. But you're going to have to be able to make that bridge between the fact and application. And we'll start doing some stuff to work on that. All right. Now, hopefully you have Part 2, 1750 to 1950. 1750 to 1900, the fill in the blanks on Part 2. So everybody have that up in your binder. I'll give you a second or two. No smoking. Did you like when the garage door went up? That was funny, wasn't it? All right, now what do we always do? We start with the review. We're going to review Part 1. So on the blank side, right here, you have to fill in the blanks. Right here, on the left side, where that blank paper is, that's what you're going to do. We're going to do it on there. Now, here's mine. There's what I'm going to go by. That's what this should be. Little short things. We're not going to write Part 1 out again. I don't have time for that. I got to get all the way through what happened in Tahoka yesterday by the end of this year. All right. Put a number 1 down. Good. And put factors that led to the rise of industrial production. Factors that led to the rise of industrial production. Factors that led to the rise of industrial production. We have to review every day. You can't hear this one time and then 7 months from now when you take the test, remember this. It's not going to happen. We got to review all the time. All right, put a letter A. Europe's location on the Atlantic. Europe's location on the Atlantic. That's what helped industrial production rise. And again, look back in your notes. I got 4 or 5 different things about that. Letter B, Europe's access to coal, iron, and timber. Europe's access to coal, iron, and timber. Letter C, European demographic changes. European demographic changes. If the test says explain European demographic changes due to the Industrial Revolution, what are you going to say? have a blank look on your face. You know the answer. People moved from farms to cities. That was a demographic change. The population moved. Letter D, urbanization. Urbanization. E, improved agricultural productivity. Improved agricultural productivity. F, legal protection of private property. Legal protection of private property. Farmers didn't need all the people anymore. Remember, they got tractors now, which was increase of agricultural productivity. So they just fenced off their land. Everybody living there, get off, go. It's my land. Where do they go? To the cities, to the factories. An abundance of rivers and canals. An abundance of rivers and canals. H, access to foreign resources. Access to foreign resources. We're going to get into that heavy duty today. I, accumulation of capital. Accumulation of capital. We're going to get more into that today. Money, cash. Number 2, development of the steam and internal combustion engine. Development of steam, and the internal combustion engine. Put an A under that. Letter A. Needed fossil fuel, coal and oil. Internal combustion engine needs fossil fuel, which is coal and oil. Timber is not a fossil fuel. B, energy of society was increased. Energy of society was increased. Before, remember, the only energy you could expel is what you could do with your body, or maybe your horse's body. Now, your energy level's massive, which means you can produce more. Number 3, first industrialized countries were England, France, and Germany. The first industrialized countries were England, France, and Germany. They put a little dash. Later, U.S., Russia, and Japan. Later, U.S., Russia, and Japan for Japan. Number 4, Second Industrial Revolution. Second Industrial Revolution. Letter A, new methods of production invented. New methods of production invented. Letter B, occurred from 1850 on. 1850 on. All right, I'm looking at my counter. That took 9 minutes. You know, you got to do this every single day. You got to review. If you don't, there's no way you're going to be able to know all this stuff. You're going to have to be able to review. All right, now to the fill in the blanks, part 2. Part 2. Here we go. Hi there. Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm here.
Where were you?
Will you just now get started?
No, I just did the review.
Do I have to be there for that?
Yes, the review's important. You had this 48 hours ago. You're not going to remember it. You got to review all the time.
I'm sorry.
Be here on time next time. Review and everything.
Okay.
All right.
You're kind of cranky.
I know.
And you're disciplining a puppet. You realize that?
I know. All right, here we go. Number 1. New partners of global trade and production developed and further integrated the global, another word for money.
Finance?
No, another word.
Economy?
That's right, economy. Economy.
Could you please explain that? Because I don't get it.
All right. New patterns of global trade and production developed and further integrated the global economy, which means as new factories produce new things, more money is made. That money goes everywhere, globally, all the way around. So it's integrated into the global economy. You know, before the Spanish silver was integrated into the global economy. Now the results of the Industrial Revolution, the money that's being made, is integrated into the global economy. People have money now. They get a paycheck from working at the factories. They can buy China. You know, they can buy a giraffe if they...
Who wants to buy a giraffe?
I don't know. Just an example.
Okay. Kind of like the bicycle?
Yeah, kind of like the bicycle.
You should have said tractor.
I know. Number 2, industrialists sought raw materials and new markets for increasing the amount of goods produced in their, where raw materials manufactured.
The factory.
That's right, the factories.
Probably need to explain that. Didn't get it.
Okay. If I own a factory, the first thing I got to have is raw materials. I got to have iron ore coming in to make anything. So I'm going to go out and look for iron ore so I can increase the amount of stuff I can sell. I've got to have the raw material coming in. For example, before I mow any yards, I got to put gasoline in my mowers. You know, that's not a raw material, but that's the first thing I need before I can start making money. I've got to have the gasoline. All right, number 3.
Those are pretty good.
Thank you. The urban centers, cities, began to grow, and that meant more, what are these people going to eat?
Food?
Right. More food had to be attained. And more raw materials for the factory had to be found.
You're kind of repeating yourself.
I know. But the whole idea is you have more food there, you've got to have more people. That's
You got that backwards.
the more people there, the more food you have to have.
Right.
All right. So, yeah, all these people live in the city. What happens to the farm?
They start selling more food.
That's right. They start selling more food. And when the farmer sells more food, what does he do with the money?
Buys another tractor.
That's right. He buys a tractor from the factory. So the factory needs what coming in before it can make a tractor?
Raw materials.
Which means the industrialists are still going out looking for more raw materials.
Oh, okay. That was a pretty good explanation.
Thank you. Number 4, this led to export economies around the world that specialized in mass producing single natural resources. Single natural resources.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You didn't Socratic that.
I know, I'm sorry.
That means I won't remember it.
I know.
Because that wasn't part of the journey.
I know.
Take me on the journey.
Okay. This led to export economies around the world. In other words, a lot of countries had one specific raw resource all these industrialized countries needed. And that's what he's talking about, single natural resources and export economies. One little bitty country would have, let's say, cotton, tons of cotton. They have no factories for cotton. So Britain buys all the cotton from India. Anyway, as a matter of fact, something else happens with India. We'll get to that in just a minute.
Okay.
All right.
You think we need to stop now? Look at the timer.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to stop here. We'll continue on, so get ready to go to part 2.